Hello everyone, this is Lincoln Kenobi, and today we got an article that came out yesterday, and shit, oh my god. You can tell already what I'm looking at here. This woman with her eyes like that, oh my god, dude, it's like, alright. So it's titled Sweet Baby 8 Incorporated Defender, who says every lever must be pulled to push the LGBTQ agenda, announces she's joined CD Projekt Red. So this came from an article that I read. I read a little bit yesterday on the Wolverine game that she left. She joined Project Red. So she was one of the people that was doing the writing of Wolverine, and she left. I think I'm right about, but I'm gonna read the article so we can get to it. So, I gotta get away from that eye, that facial. Oh my god! All right, this woman, her name is Mary Kenney, and she's the genuine chit chat podcast of YouTube. So, all right. Mary Kenney was the former associate narrative director of the Insomniac Games, who was working on Marvel's Wolverine, announced that she's joined the CD Projekt Red. So, yeah. Kenney posted to LinkedIn without further ado, "It's time to announce my new job. Today was my first day as a senior writer at CD Projekt Red, best known for The Witcher series and Cyberpunk 2077. She added, "I can't wait to talk more about my project. I'm thrilled to be getting back into RPGs, and my team is talented, welcoming, and just flat out cool. Here's to a new adventure." A new adventure to a new failure. So, Kenney recently detailed in an interview with Dual Shockers in May that everything we must be done to push the LGBTQ plus agenda. She reacted to a GLAAD report. My eyesight's bad. Bemoaning the lack of LGBTQ characters in video games, describing the report as heartbreaking. She also stated the GLAAD report tells us something key. Games are a way for LGBTQ people to socialize. But it also tells us something heartbreaking, that LGBTQ games don't feel that developers are thinking of them when they design games. Kenney added, "There are so many LGBTQ developers, and we want what players want. To design experiences that tell the player we're here, we're important, and we belong. In order to obtain this," she declared, "we need to pull out every lever we have: characters, community, support mechanics to make it so." In other words, you're going to destroy the Wolverine game. That's what my perspective is, that I'm thinking about. Yeah. Good one. Good idea. Not only has Kenney made it abundantly clear that she will be do everything in her power to push the LGBTQ plus agenda, she defended Sweet Baby Inc. after working with a consultancy group on Marvel's Spider-Man 2. In a 12-post thread on 2X, Kenney attempted to justify and defend Sweet Baby Inc.'s pushing of woke ideology into video games. She wrote, "Some of you don't seem to understand how narrative consulting on game works. But don't worry, I do. Yes, this is about Sweet Baby Inc., Sweet Baby, because I've worked with the team and they're one of the finest in the biz." Yeah, okay. Sure they are. Kenney then shared a distinguished breakdown of what Sweet Baby Inc. does by ex-user 8-Bit Closed Fist. He says, "Wokeness is killing gaming. Here we go. I have avoided the conversation around Sweet Baby Inc. for so long, but now it's getting out of hand. Basically, when a game is being made, some people will hire them to help them writing a dialogue or character design or certain types of characters. Spoiler alert. It usually involves stories and characters that isn't the default." He continued, "Now anti-woke people call it one of this, and they flock to it like flies on a turd. They'll tell you they're the reason Kill the Justice League and Arkham Knight are bad games. They'll say they're the reason why Spider-Man is dating a deaf woman, while Joel is lost in golf, and why they can't edge to their favorite characters. And it all sounds ridiculous because from the bottom of my heart it is. But they won't mention that they worked on games like God of War Ragnarok, Alan Wake 2. They won't tell you precisely that they worked on what pieces of dialogue they add to what game and how, because they don't know. It's not public knowledge. Some of the clowns are even going as far as to say they are the reason for the layoffs, which makes no sense. If you are still confused as to why something like this would exist, let me break it down to you. Let's say I'm a young black gamer who lives in Los Angeles. So I start a service to say, yo, if you come up with a character or story that involves a young black gamer who lives in Los Angeles, you should talk to me about it because I kind of know what that's like. So someone's creating a movie and they say, yo, yes. Yeah, yo, we have this character who is young, black gamer who lives in Los Angeles. Would he wear something like this in the winter? I can then look at the character and say, add a little bit more drip here, add some drip there. Even though it's winter, we don't need a puff jacket. We're chilling, he said. They say, all right, bet, move on. Second scenario, show comes out, they say, yo, we got this character who is a young black gamer in Los Angeles. Would he say something like this? I say, we kind of pronunciate our R's a little bit more. So it wouldn't be brother. It would be brother. Now those movies, those shows, they come out. Some of them might still be trash, but of them might be hits. But I did my job. The rest is up to them. That's essentially what Sweet Baby Inc. does. That is not no way, shape, form, or fashion an issue with gaming, he asserted. Finally, he concluded, in fact, it helped us get more interesting, better characters, or else every character in the video game would still be Aiden Pierce from Watch Dogs or Old Boy from Days Gone. Sorry, that shit is boring. Yeah, this guy did a video on this. But here's the deal, man. This is what okay. Sweet Baby Inc., man, look. I played Spider-Man 2. The game was good, but I did not like what they were trying to push in there, bro. You try to push Peter to the side, but not only that, if you want to represent women, why do you have to make Mary Jane look ugly? You made her look like almost like a man. Why do that? Why? I mean, you're doing it in Star Wars Outlaws, and you're doing it when we saw the leaked footage of Wolverine. You're making Mary Jane look like a man. Why? I mean, you have these female actresses that are portraying these characters. Why not give them their beauty in the game? Why make them look ugly? Why make them more masculine? Why? Give them what they deserve. I mean, take Stellar Blade, for example. Take that, for example. I mean, but you guys don't do that. You just want to damn no good push your agenda. That's why a lot of these games fail. I liked the Batman Arkham Knight. I didn't see nothing going on with it. Alan Wake 2, I wasn't fine playing with the FBI chick because it was Alan Wake. I liked it playing with Alan Wake, but I gave up on the game. So that's my opinion. I did not like how the game was going with Alan Wake 2, you know? And Kill the Justice League, I don't know. I didn't play it because I looked at the reviews, I looked at it, and I looked at the gameplay. I did not like what they did. They should have never What they did to Batman, Kevin Conroy's Batman, was disrespectful, bro. It was disrespectful. That Suicide Squad kill the Justice League should have never even been in the Arkham universe. It should have never been in the Arkham universe, period. So that's why a lot of people didn't like it, man. So who you need to blame is blame yourselves. That's who you need to blame. After sharing this video, Kenney posted, it starts with dev team has an idea. Maybe they already have an outline of their story and a core gameplay loop. Maybe they've got... Excuse me 1 minute. I gotta put on the fan. Sorry. They've got a whole script and a playable build. Either way, something is missing. Could be any number of things, she continued. A character feels under bait. Maybe a hero faction, the backstory of a map has weak sauce, work building, and no one on the team has time to do the research and brainstorming to make it cool. Maybe the dev team has gotten a ton of notes from publishers, executives on things that aren't working in the game. Kenney went on, maybe the notes are all internal. The team knows something is wrong, but now how to identify or fix it, she added. Then she shared, and Kenney shared again, wherever you are in development and wherever the notes are coming from, the problem is the same. Something's wrong and the team can't figure out how to fix it. That's when you call Sweet Baby Inc. They are not the solution. Sweet Baby is not the solution. They're not the solution, man. See, here's the thing. Everybody's got an opinion of the game. I have an opinion. If I don't like what you're doing to the game, I'm not going to get it. Now, if you're announcing you're trying to put modern day stuff into these games instead of trying to entertain us, that's how it's going to fail. There are things, if you want to put woke nonsense in there, you could, but you got to make sure if it'll work. You got to make sure that it'll work with the fans. Like, for example, X-Men 97. I was in that situation that I did not like what they were doing with Morph. They did try to push Morph a little bit on Logan, but they didn't go that far. They kept on going, bringing that adventure back with us. And we remembered. And it was great, and it succeeded. If you want to put that woke nonsense in there, you got to make sure that it'll work with the fans. You got to make sure that it'll work. Some of these game titles right now are not working. Like right now, I'm skeptical about Indiana Jones. The game that's coming out, I'm skeptical about that. So that's something that they need to be aware of. The game developers. Sweet Baby Inc. is not the solution. You got to listen to the fans. That's what you need to listen to. Just listen to the fans. Without them, you wouldn't be making money. All right. Then it looks like she posted this next statement. This next part is key because some of you seem really confused. Narrative consultants do not get final say, and they don't override the core dev team's leads. It doesn't get into the game if we don't approve it. Kenney then stated that they consult, they do research, ideas, give feedback, and maybe even write scripts. But none of that gets into the game unless the core developer team agrees with it. I'm going to keep saying that because it's the key. Sweet Baby is not, nor is any consulting group coming to wreck games. You sure about that? They're helping smooth out plots and deepen characters. They ease to the burdens on the core narrative team. They're additive in every way. See, but they don't mention, when they consult, they don't think about the fans. They don't say, okay, you know what? Let's read what the fans are saying, what they're complaining about. Look at Assassin's Creed Shadows. People in Japan are complaining about this game going out, and they are giving a petition to getting rid of the game. There's a reason for that, man. You guys have got to listen to the fans. Stop having Sweet Baby involved. They are going to be the ruining of games. It really is that simple, she wrote. So, no, Sweet Baby did not kill your game, of course. They had nothing to do with the layoffs. Yeah, right. They gave notes, pitches, advice, and research. The studio made the final call on what went in the game. If you have beef, it's with us. Keep it with us. All of this was a giant lie, as Sweet Baby Inc. CEO Kim Ballard admitted in 2019 that she and her company were exposed to diversifying a game with a French woman and advocated for a person of color character instead. During a presentation at a game developers conference, she said, I once worked on a project where they had an all-white cast where they expressed their desire. Okay, we need to mix it up a bit. How about this characters like typically French, so they have a beret, and they have like a striped shirt, and I was like, okay, if you need to do that, can we at least make them person of color? They said, oh, no, that would be weird. They're already French, so I want to do it better. I want to do better than this, she asserted. Give me a break, really. In the same presentation, Ballard admitted that the company does indeed work to censor games through sensitivity reading. She said, we need sensitivity readers. We need risk assessment. And these are like, again, important services that I literally list on every PDF that I send out to be like, hey, I can do risk assessment and sensitivity reading. Jesus God. Whatever. And the silver bullet to Kenney's narrative on how Ballard described working the video game developers. In that game developers conference presentation, she said, if you are creative working in AAA, which I did for many years, put this stuff up to your higher ups. And if they don't see the value in what you're asking for when you ask for consultants, when you ask for research, go have a coffee with your marketing team and just terrify them with the possibility of what's going to happen if they don't give you what you want, because they have it to consider. I say that out loud as a joke, but it's actually very, very true, because if you start to consider the people who are player and audience facing and you have to deal with mitigating harm and with keeping the sentiment around their game and their project positive, there's like a genuine value that you could impress upon them both, aesthetically and financially. You could say this is important. Ballard elaborate. It's also a valid discussion to have, because if you're working with a thin narrative, be judging, and you work in AAA, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised or dismayed by the amount of money that marketing can give you. This is the Sweet Baby Incorporated CEO, Kim Ballard. Okay, so this is the thing. Oh man, I don't know if I can watch that video. Watch that pic. Let me just go down here. Maybe leave it right there better. Okay. So this is what I. Oh my God. Okay, let me just. It's like I said before, bro. If there's a game that I like, and I'm reading stuff that's what's going on, I can decide if I want this game or not. You know? Like right now, I have not pre-ordered Indiana Jones yet, because I'm reading about it, and I've watched the video that they're trying to make it for modern day audiences. I've seen the trailers. I've seen the gameplay video. I mean the cinematic video, in the gameplay, and it looks good. It looks great. But the way they're trying to interpret that thing in there, I don't know, man. I'm a little concerned. So I'm waiting for the results to come. And if the game is good, I'll buy it. If people say that it's good, I will buy this game. I don't want to be the one. I don't want to waste money buying this game and it goes to shit. Lucky for Game Pass, I can get it on Game Pass and try it out, you know. But it's like I said, dude. I mean, look what happened with Starfield. Starfield, they were forcing you to put in your pronouns. I don't want to do pronouns because I don't do pronouns. So why? But like I said before, if you want to represent women in a game and make them star in it, give them their beauty. Give them the beauty that they want, that they deserve. Don't make them look masculine. Don't make them look manly. Don't do that to them, man. That's disrespecting women. No, but they want to make these women look ugly. They want to make them look transgender. That's what they want to do, man. And this woman believes that Sweet Baby Inc. is innocent in all this. I believe it's a full of crock. Well, let me go back to the title and then finish it up. All right, this is going to be it for me, man. This is going to be it for the video. So, oh, God, I can't stand that. I can't stand that look. I can't stand it. So, if you like the video, hit the like button. Share this video. Post a comment below. Let me know what your thoughts about this topic is, this article is. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button for me. All right, guys. I'm going to see you guys around. You guys have a nice day. Bye for now.